So the first barrage, and of course this confirms for the Wehrmacht 716th that there is heavy artillery for the British. Well, technically medium, as it is only a 25 pounder. Looks like these Volksgrenadiers will have to get out of there. And we do see some Grenadiers sneaking about here on the right, falling back some lieutenants, and this Churchill is certainly going to be quite the headache for the 716th with its very thick frontal armor, and of course its gun. The Churchill itself has been buffed a bit, so it has slightly increased AoE, which is certainly only going to make it further dangerous to the Wehrmacht forces. Crushing right through the hedges, of course, as Churchills have heavy crush, and a mine plow, so he's quite expecting mines, and of course going to be used this to clear out any mines. Very nice job. And there we go, a pair of mines, and detonating it quite safely, but taking pack fire from the front and getting out of there. Rifle grenades flying over the hedge or possibly through it at these Grenadiers, forcing them backwards, while our pioneer team is sneaking about here, going for this fuel point. And I do hear Panzer being equipped for some Grenadiers further, and Blitzkrieg has been chosen as doctrine, with Blitzkrieg being an ability chosen as well. So might be going for the manpower blitz. We shall have to see. The Wehrmacht being continually aggressive, trying to break out and of course force the British out, which is certainly not a bad strategy, as you really don't want to just sit back while the British continues to amass forces. You want to put on pressure on them, and the Wehrmacht player is certainly trying to do that. A grenade going right over the hedge, landing among the sappers, killing one. And another Grenadier team moving in. We see something going on here, or not. Apparently these are just having a vacation.
They defended the fatherland until death.
And looks like these pioneers were taken out by this recon section. But the British are holding the center at the moment. And of course this 25 pounds artillery howitzer is certainly still going to be quite a threat. For some reason trying to go for the strategic point once more, only of course we stopped by this heavy machine gun, and we hear the assault phase is completed, and going straight for the next phase and the Panzer Command. Quite interesting. And let's go have a look at Mr. Ofield, who of course has gone for Royal Scots. And we do see the Churchill tank. He does have a few infantry teams, a sapper team, 2 lieutenants, the artillery, and of course the Churchill. Oh, nice and dandy. The Churchill receiving some repairs. And we do see further infantrymen moving in from all sides, going now for the western part, while the Germans are amassing for a large attack on the east. Grenadiers with Panzerjacks and plenty of Volksgrenadiers, some with MP40s. We'll probably be seeing some assault going straight through here. Certainly a nice bet, particularly since there aren't much to actually deter them, except this house, which has been filled up with an infantry section with Bren guns firing away. Certainly can be dangerous, but the Grenadiers are not deterred with Veteran 2, which of course gives them elite armor. Grenades flying in through the window. Howitzer barrage firing off, forcing those Volksgrenadiers away. Grenadiers being fired upon right there. Do manage to seek a bit of cover. Howitzer shell almost hitting the building. Panzerjacks trying to knock out this Vickers machine gun emplacement. Certainly not a bad move, and there we go. Vickers wiped out, and the Grenadiers are pulling back. Churchill moving in right here. Might be what the force the Grenadiers to get out of there, as the Churchill does continue to circle this pack, which is certainly not good for the Germans, since it could easily been lost. But no, the Churchill goes away, exposing its rear at the same time. Why he did this is completely beyond my understanding. I suppose he might have suspected he could not survive, but really it was only one pack, and instead he almost lost the Churchill, in fact. So that was a bit of a strange move. British continuing their advance towards the left. Germans preparing for a fresh assault now with the Vickers gone. They certainly will have an easier time making a straight assault for the 25 pounder. Volksgrenadiers having been replenished after that devastating artillery barrage moving through the west. And we see another pack being sent in to join the first. And the Grenadiers leading the charge. Panzerjacks flying through the air. And standing right out in the middle of the field, not really trying to move up towards cover, but there we go, taking cover behind this small bush, knocking out a haystack, rendering these British troops without cover. Assault being launched, grenades going off, the grenades cut some of the damage, but they can actually kill targets now. Really leaving this Grenadier, this infantry section down, and further panzer shots are being fired. Dual panzer being equipped on one Grenadier team, and the 25 pounders wrecked. This Grenadier team is almost gone. Churchill firing away and might be knocked out by these panzer. Will they? Yes, indeed, Churchill is knocked out. And the AVRE is quick to fire off a spigot round, killing 2 Grenadiers and forcing the last one to get out of there in a right hurry. So a quite successful assault with some heavy losses to the British, but of course they did suffer quite heavily themselves. Certainly to the advantage of the Wehrmacht with that 25 pounder out of commission now. And of course a Churchill wrecked as well is always a boom, but a infantry section has been replenished from this casualty clearing station, so it's certainly paying off for itself, which certainly gives him 4 infantry sections and a larger infantry presence on the field. And German medic coming under fire from this infantry section, most fiendish, while Volksgrenadiers are trying to stop any attempts here on the western flank. Moving ahead, MP40s leading the way, while the rifle-equipped Volksgrenadiers are there to provide fire support from a distance. Very good tactic. And of course you could always use another Volksgrenadier to provide some extra rifle fire. Will the British try a head-on assault? We certainly have 2 Bren gun section, and of course the rifle grenade section, and now the AVRE is moving in as well. Grenadiers moving in though at the same time. So 2 forces clashing in together. AVRE firing the spigot around. Yes, there we go. Hit, detonating the mine and killing 3 Grenadiers. Not looking good. AVRE almost knocked out, but this pack has been cleared out, allowing the AVRE to get out. Very nice job. Only an MG42 and a pack to hold the line. Rifle Grenadiers moving in from the north, while the Bren section troops are being suppressed. But now the MG42 is redirected and setting up in this medic bunker, suspecting they'll be certainly safer behind all of this concrete, which is certainly not a bad bet. This Grenadier section, rifle grenade section, will have to get out of there, and we see a fresh 25 pounder gun howitzer, not deterred by the loss of the first one. They are going for the second one. Certainly they might want to consider getting some barbed wire though, so the Grenadiers can't exactly rush it like they did before. But we'll have to see. This building has certainly seen better days with all those mines and explosives detonating right near it. Volksgrenadiers charging these infantry section troops. Further MP40s being equipped, and a Volksgrenadier team being absolutely smattered out on the ground by this AVRE, leaving the other one to get out of there completely terrorized. Grenadiers still holding back a bit. No armor command truck for the British though. They seem quite confident in the field support truck, and of course Churchill's and the howitzer. British troop taking up positions here, and the 25 pounder blasting away at this bunker, killing a medic. Most horrific. Most of the shots though going much too far, not really doing any damage at all, so this bunker might be safe. And we have the AVRE taking fire. Will it fire a spigot around? Yes, there we go. Oh dear, almost entirely devastating this Volksgrenadier team, forcing it back once more. Certainly good, but not good, but this bunker is still standing. Did manage another direct hit, but it is still there. German construction being sound. Pack firing away at this building. These infantry section troops will have to get out of there, and there we go. Otherwise they would have been trapped and killed as the building came tumbling down. Grenadiers moving in to lead the assault. The Volksgrenadiers having really been taken out of the equation, leaving the Grenadiers to really be the assault force here. But he certainly could use some more. Dual Grenadier team nearby, certainly decreasing their anti-infantry power, but certainly against Churchills it will certainly be effective. Looks like a large infantry force is moving in alongside that AVRE. Howitzer shells going in. No, it is a Stu 42. Veterancy 1 already up, meaning it does take decreased damage. Grenadier team completely wiped out. It was the anti-tank team. Absolutely horrific. And taking cover in here, but this could easily end up very badly. One stray shot from a howitzer, and this Grenadier team will also be lost. Oh dear, and the Stu 42 is holding back. Not entirely sure why it could certainly be useful against some of all this infantry. And the Grenadiers are getting out of there, joining the Volksgrenadiers nearby, but they will certainly need some infantry replacements, and we do see some fresh Volksgrenadiers as well. Or did some get out of that second team? I'm not entirely sure. AVRE continue to getting repaired. A lot of manpower being saved up. Could he possibly be going for the Crocodile? Would certainly not be a bad choice. What with a flamethrower as well. And we do hear the heavy munitions of the 25 pounder going up, knocking out this pack. Oh dear, terrible luck. And looks like, yes indeed, the medic bunker is wrecked, losing not only the bunker and the medics but also the MG42 team. And their stormtroopers have been called onto the field, and we are turning back to Mr. Stallin. We have now called upon the help of the 12th SS, Hitler Jugend. Stormtroopers though already out, getting hit by artillery fire, certainly not good. But they are stormtroopers, and they will not be stopped by something as silly as 25 pounder fire, crashing through the smoke. And this Grenadier team trying to hunt down the AVRE, but really out in the open amongst all of this British infantry. They could easily be cut down by the Bren guns, but they do manage it, knocking out the Churchill and getting out there, while the Stu-42 provides covering fire. Now with the Red 22 and an MG42 gunner sticking out, certainly able to provide a lot of firepower now. But a single Piat hit and it could be lost. Stormtroopers being equipped with all the Sturmgewehr 44s that can be mustered right now here at the front. And Volksgrenadiers moving in with MP40s, trying to cut off this recon section, firing away. And what do we have here? Churchill Crocodile. Impressive tank, equipped with a flamethrower, so quite lethal to infantry in more than one manner. Stormtroopers hiding out here with Sturmgewehrs, infiltrated, but they could certainly end up very badly if they encounter directly this. There we go, one taken out by a direct shot, and the flamethrower forcing them out and into retreat. Volksgrenadiers might want to take that pack back and open fire on the Churchill Crocodile. Grenadiers though trying to hold it back with the Panthertrex pack re-equipped, but Piat fire and Bren fire and rifle grenade, and of course this Churchill are firing against this position. Volksgrenadiers will have to get out of there. No, they are lost, and the pack as well. Stu-42 providing fire support but not able to do anything against the Crocodile. That seems to be a lacking of any direct anti-tank assets now. Only the Grenadiers are left, and they are severely depleted. Piats moving in alongside this Churchill, and the Churchill, the Stu getting buttoned, but it does manage to kill most of the sapper team, leaving only one left. Will the sappers get out of there? No, they brave the dangers, getting closer and firing off further shots, while this Churchill continues to fire. Pack being recruited by the British, opening fire on this Stu-42 and completely wiping it out. Grenades going off on the pack, doing their best to decrew it in the name of the fatherland. Stormtroopers running a lot of firepower with their assault rifles and continuing alongside these Grenadiers, and Volksgrenadiers or not. And we hear the crack of the 25 pounder howitzer firing away, probably trying to deny the Germans their pack.